Well, how y'all are this afternoon? This your buddy George Jones over here at the Bergen Gun Range. For my next installment on 8, I got this old used gun. And the old used gun I've got today is this guy. The P-17 Enfield. Okay? This is actually, they call it P-17, but actually the correct nomenclature designation of this rifle is U.S. rifle caliber 30 M-1917. Commonly referred to as a P-17, because the British called their version of this gun the P-14 or P-13. This is a rifle that was created for expeditionary purposes. U.S. manufacturers were manufacturing the P-13, P-14 series of rifles for the British government at the beginning of World War I. Not really thinking that, well, maybe we can stay out of it. Well, we didn't. Woodrow Wilson went ahead and got us in it. And America entered the war with a considerable rifle shortage. So what they did was they went out and they said, okay, make that gun for us in 30-06. That's basically the way it happened. And they did. And they served pretty well. These rifles served in World War II as a secondary line gun. A lot of combat engineering units and so forth, that weren't main frontline combat forces, received these rifles, and the Marines used a great deal of them in the South Pacific. This particular rifle was manufactured in 1918 in accordance with the serial number. The barrel of this rifle is undated, but has the HS stamp and Ordnance Acceptance Mark, meaning it was manufactured by high standard and the barrel was replaced sometime during the World War II period. So this gun has a barrel in it which is in new condition. It just, I plugged off a couple of rounds with this thing just to make sure it would shoot. Positive it would. But today we're going to bring it out. We brought it out and we're going to shoot it a little bit. The P-17 is instantly recognizable by two things. One is this hump up here that holds the sight assembly, which I actually like it a lot better than an 03 or an 03A3. And the other thing is the configuration of the wing protected front sight post. These two things make this gun recognizable at 200 yards. Now this is the same rifle configuration that my 30S Express is built off of. So I'm looking forward to shooting this thing with some kind of accuracy, hopefully, and demonstrating it for you. This particular one's manufactured by Winchester. It says U.S. model of 1917 Winchester, and then it has a serial number on it. It has the flaming bomb acceptance mark over here on the side. This rifle has an original stock on it with several cartouches and so forth. This rifle, I believe, was rebarreled at the Eddystone Arsenal because it has the Eddystone cartouche on the stock. Now they may have pulled at some point, this rifle's really, really old, so at some point, someone may have restocked it with an Eddystone stock. But I think the Eddystone Arsenal is where it received its new barrel during World War II. Well, all right then, I'm gonna get me some ear mufflers on here because it's loud. I'm gonna get me a stripper clip of wham munition right here, and stick that stripper clip in there and load that rifle just like that. Run that one up in there. Lay it down across this thing, make sure the safety is off, and see if I can't hit, well, my steel silhouette's not hanging very good, so I'm going to try and hit the 16-inch steel plate, the round plate. And that was a hit. The rounds I'm using right now are MFRs, My Funky Reloads. They're 30-06 rounds that I loaded up to 2,200 feet per second. They're rounds that I loaded up to be light on these older guns. You know. That's a hit. That's a hit and see. That big round plate down there, it doesn't chime real loud for the simple reason that it's 2 inches thick. Yeah. Alrighty. Hey, let's have some more. Let's have a few more. This is fun. This rifle weighs as much as a PTRD. It actually weighs more than an M1 rifle. By a few ounces. Cocks on closing is kind of hard to. Ooh, that was a nice solid hit. Let's try it over here with the. It's kind of hard left-handed because it cocks on closing. Oh. Let's try it on the battle sight. The range sight is this sight, you lift it up and you take it all the way down for close range work. And then you have another aperture when it's closed. This is the battle sight. So this is like the close range sight. So let's see what we can do on the close range sight. Dog's like down there again. You want some plugs?
Huh?
You want some plugs?
No, I just wondered what that was.
Yeah, it's a P-17 Enfield. What my daddy calls that old army gun. That's pretty good. I'm going to try it with 5 Federal 180 soft points. And lay this guy up here. He's got a vehicle in front of us right now, so I can't lay it down there until he gets past. There we go. Try this guy right quick with 580 grain soft points, full blast ammo, and see how it shoots. You know, when you handle all these older guns, you think about them, and I'm not afraid of this gun blowing up in any stretch of the imagination. But on the other hand, when you shoot a lot of these old guns, you know, you don't want to shoot the value off of them. So I typically reload ammunition for them, specialty ammunition for them, just so it's just a little easier on the gun. All right, 180 grain salt point, just gonna kick. Woo. Couldn't shoot them as good. Let's see here. Ooh, yeah. Damn, yeah. The only thing I don't like about this design is it cocks on closing. I like to lift that bolt up and it cock. That way it goes back in there and you don't have to fiddle with it and put extra pressure on it. But it cocks on the closing, and that makes it, for a left-handed shooter, that makes it kind of hard. Oh, that was a good solid dead in the middle hit. Oh God, there's the character. You get these characters out here. The P-17, this is a Winchester. The Eddyville commands a little bit less money, but the Remington and the Winchester both carry pretty good prices if they're in original military configuration and complete, like this one is. This gun's worth somewhere in the neighborhood. In today's market, this gun's worth between $800 and $1,000. You know, one with the stock chopped off, sights messed with, and so forth, might be worth $150. It gets back to the old thing I've always said: don't monkey with them. But this is a really nice rifle in really good condition, and this gun is worth, I think this gun is worth $800. I'm filming. I think this gun's worth $800 because it's got the replacement barrel in it. But if it had a Winchester barrel in it, man, it'd be a $1,200 gun, easy. Where'd you get that E-Squad field jacket at? Where'd you steal that E-Squad field jacket at?
Buddy, I'll buy them.
Well, that's about the size of it for this installment on 8. I got this old-use gun. U.S. rifle caliber 30 P-1917 or 1917. Like, share, commentate, and subscribe. Link in the Patreon link in the description. And we're getting pretty close to that old gun giveaway. So we'll see you when we see you. And thanks for coming out and watching my stuff. Bye, y'all.